We first had a little old school here with about 12 guys in it. 10 of them were bachelors anyway. And we go 3 and 4 times a week. And I had a fellow one time meet me in Mississippi, and he said, "You teach me the Bible." He said, "I'll teach you how to fish." I said, "Okay." So every week for about 2 years, no matter where I was in the country, this guy would drive up to where I was. He's a professional fisherman. He made his own blanks, rods, and lures. Made the whole thing himself. And he'd drive up where I preach, and he'd bring a big list of questions. And I'd answer all his questions, and then we'd go fishing. That guy took me out at Sardis Dam and Granada Dam and Jim Woodruff Dam and all those dams in Memphis and the one down there in the Chattahoochee, and showed me how to fish off the Power Dam, and then showed me how to fish off the creeks and the bayous and the ponds. I seen that bird go out in a little old muddy Mississippi pond, about a 2-acre pond in the middle of July, around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. See? Where you wouldn't think nothing would happen. And he'd make him a thing like this. He made his own lures. And he'd get about a number 10 hook like this. And he had a lead mold. And he'd put a lead shank on that thing like that. And he'd take deer tail and put it on like this, and then bind it with a red thread right there, and put lady's fingernail polish and that thing would dry. And the thing you tie on right there. And that bird would go out there, that little old pond there in the middle of July in Mississippi, and take that thing and just walk around the edge of the pond about a foot of water and shoot that thing down the side of that pond about 4 feet out from the bank, and then just come in like this. Reel and jerk, slap, man. 2-3 pound bass. Wildest stuff you ever saw in your life. We were fishing one time down one time Fish River over by Foley, and the first time we ever fished was speckled trout. And we got down there, the first speckled trout came up, and he was a bass man. All his life he'd fished for bass. And he instinctively reached down and grabbed that thing by the lip before I could stop him. And you don't grab a speckled trout by the lip. I mean, that bird he got about 5 teeth in the front of him just like pins. And the 2 bottom ones are about that long. He drew back a bloody stump. And then we got out there, got around that thing, got in a circle and got fishing. These guys all using shrimp for bait. And we began to catch them right and left with these lures here. And I noticed he hauled it up one time, and the deer tail was off the lure. It was just a bare hook. And I said, "They're hitting the bare hook." He said, "Don't tell anybody hear that. Don't tell them that." I mean, a lot of those fellows were spending money for lures, you know, and shrimp. The thing about a bluefish or a speckled trout is, if you ever find where they are, they will hit anything. See? Now, you don't, that's a secret you don't tell the fellas making the lures. They're making all kinds of money off the lure. But now that's probably true about winning souls, see? There are certain people, if you can find those that are hungry, see,